You know, it is difficult to imagine what lies beneath in stations just like this one all over Lower Manhattan. What you're about to see is a collection of everything that Sandy brought to bear, and water is the least of it. Deep underground, the beating heart of Manhattan's transit system, now an eerie labyrinth of epic proportions. Joe, none of this was here?
None of this was here.
All of this came with the water down the stairs?
Absolutely. This wall here
is from down here.
Man, it's got to weigh 200 pounds. Sandy's 14-foot surge washed into Manhattan's South Ferry Station like a tidal wave, carrying thousands of pounds of debris. So what are we talking about, like 50, 60 feet?
Yes. You're talking probably thousands, about 2,000, 3,000 feet of track that is completely submerged.
This is just one stop along 660 miles of subway track that carry more than 5.3 million commuters every day. At least 3 other stations have water up to their platforms. Many others have several feet of flooding.
We have 46 miles of track currently underwater right now.
Underwater, so
underwater.
Unusable.
Yeah.
Remember, draining contaminated water, just the first step. Weeks it will take to pump this out.
Yes.
And only then will you get down to where the tracks are and figure out what your problems are.
Correct.
Above ground, cleanup is just as formidable.
You see the color? That is fuel, that is oil, and that is transmission fluid. Each one is toxic, each one a hazardous material.
This morning, 750,000 people are still without power. Public schools remain closed. Nearly 4,000 utility workers from all over the country are rushing to New York today to help turn the power back on.
You should not expect those people that do not have service today to get service much before the weekend.
A weekend that should be one of New York's busiest, as thousands of people begin traveling across the world for the annual New York City Marathon, a race where just starting now matters much more than finishing. You know, we mentioned the marathon. It seems like a small thing, but in many ways, normalcy is measured by the little things. Of course, with the transportation system the way it is, it'll be a race just for the runners to get here. But the real marathon, Josh, is the one that all of these thousands of workers are waging to get this city back on track, as they say. And that marathon is a long way from over, Josh.
Small steps indeed. We cannot thank the first responders and all those helping enough. Thank you for that, Chris.